All right, so this is nasty work right here. The clip that you are watching may be disturbing for some viewers to take a look at, but as you see, we got several Jordan grills completely destroyed, and this is because bruh just simply didn't rock his sneakers. So this could actually happen to any of us. I've actually had it happen to myself, not on any sneakers that I actually cared about, but just like some old shoes that were just sitting in the back of the closet picking up dust. So I'm always an advocate to wear your sneakers, or you guys could be the next victim, and this is tough to watch, y'all. So salute to everybody for tuning in. I hope you guys had a great weekend, but it's time to get back into this sneaker news because I feel like it's a very interesting time for the Jordan brand. I mean, they're not hurting by any means at all. We know the business continues to grow year and year, but we're starting to notice this trend where a lot of Jordan retro releases are continuing to sit. And we've seen this happen like over the last year or so, where releases that probably would have sold out instantly like 2 years ago are now sitting. And I'm talking about these Jordan 3 Craft Ivories, a good colorway, a solid release. They just dropped this past weekend, but if you take a look at your Nike sneakers app, joints are still sitting in a full size run. So we know Jordan brand, they've upped the production numbers. We know they've increased the retail prices, but could it just be that, you know, people aren't as excited for these retro releases anymore? I mean, we got other sneaker brands emerging. We're seeing new trends popping up every once in a while. And I feel like a lot of people are passing on these joints at retail, hoping that they could eventually, you know, cop these for a discount. So it's probably a combination of everything, but I feel like we will start to notice this trend continue. But of course, there is talk that Jordan brand is going to be, you know, lowering the production numbers. The supply is supposed to be a little bit lowered, and we could possibly see that affect releases, affecting Jordan brand releases as early as this holiday season. So we'll continue to see how these Jordan retros go. But as far as hype, you guys already know these Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined. They got the entire sneaker game in a complete chokehold. I haven't seen this much demand for a GR retro release, let's say, since like the Lost and Founds dropped. And of course, this is part of the Reimagined series. We're starting to see resale prices starting to dip down. And I feel like that's because everybody was expecting the big shock drop to go down. Once we didn't get the big shock drop, we're starting to see maybe the demand possibly starting to dip for this release, but I think that's just like a small little trend. And I feel like it's the calm before the storm, because once these officially drop on the 17th, and of course we got breaking news as I'm recording this, Jordan brand has just put up the little poll via the sneakers app. So it looks like we can expect a Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined shock drop this week. Now, as far as this affecting the resale value of this sneaker, you can expect to definitely see the prices increase once these joints sell out via the shock drop. But then of course, as I predicted previously, hover, you know, right above retail. So I was thinking like 250 to 280 range, which we're already starting to see, you know, some of these sizes dip into that price. So I think once these actually drop, you know, we're gonna see the price go up a little bit, but once it's all said and done, 250, 280 is my call on this release. It's just kind of odd to me that when it comes to this release, there's people that are all over the place. You got people that want to grab these, you know, for a decent price, but you got resellers that are holding on, hoping that this is the sneaker that can save the resale game. I haven't seen so many people like want a sneaker to resell for so much. And if the numbers are true that we're going to see 500,000 pairs of these drop, I think this is going to favor the consumer, you know, more than the resellers. But of course, we'll have to wait and see once the official release goes down. And for Jordan brand, we also had a huge shock drop. Speaking of shock drops, last night we had the Jumpman Jack, which is Travis Scott's debut Jordan silhouette. So this is actually a huge moment for the Jordan brand. I feel like they have a lot riding for Travis Scott. You know, he's got so many releases planned, but this is going to be his first debut silhouette. So I feel like there's a lot riding on this release. Now, this was a real shock drop. I believe these dropped actually during the Grammys last night. I want to say there was like some type of commercial. I really don't know. I was just trying to do my research, but these joints dropped last night, right? Real shock drop. And of course, as you expect, they sold out instantly. So many people are upset about the release. Anytime a shoe sells out super fast and people don't have access, you know, everybody gets mad, but then people are running to the secondary market to pay resale for them. So retail on these, 200. They sold out absolutely instantly. So people are accusing Travis Scott's team maybe of a little backdooring action. Maybe they didn't actually release any pairs to the public. who knows if anybody, knows of anybody that was actually able to cop these, let us know down below, because I'm sure there are so many people curious. But regardless of the resale, the price, the talk about the price of these, all that good stuff, how do we actually feel about this sneaker? I mean, they're definitely giving like Air Trainer vibes as far as the silhouette goes. We got a good, nice Travis Scott type color scheme. Of course, you got the signature backwards swoosh on these. So what do you guys feel about this shoe? It feels like overall, a lot of people aren't rocking with these, but I just feel like the overall look, just all hype aside and everything, I think this is a good sneaker. It definitely gives me like those Nike 90s trainer type vibes. So overall, not a bad looking shoe, but it seems like kind of the general narrative right now is that people aren't really rocking with these like that. So we'll see if, once we get more colorways, a general release, how that all goes. But right now, people are trying to flip these on the secondary market for like $2,000-$3,000. And so far, I don't believe anybody has bid any of those crazy, insane resale prices. So let me know what you guys think about these Travis joints. And before we get up out of here, one last Jordan brand talk, because we got confirmation that the Jordan 17 Low UNC is going to be returning, and it's actually confirmed for August 28th. So this is a cool one for all you OGs, and for all you youngins, this is a cool little history lesson. We haven't seen these ever retro from my knowledge, so this is a great look for Jordan brand. You guys remember these with the briefcase. The commercial which dropped alongside these was incredible back in the day. It was a real movie, so for all the OGs, you guys should remember these. And I'm not mad at Jordan brand bringing these back. This is a great looking sneaker. It'll be real funny to see how people rock these, because when these dropped, there was like the Y2K era. This is when people were probably rocking like the baggiest fits possible, like wearing 4X tall tees and all that stuff. So it'll be funny as hell to see somebody try to pull these joints off with like some skinny jeans or something like that. But hey, y'all can rock your sneakers any way you want, and it's really cool that Jordan brand is bringing these back with the briefcase as well. The only problem I have is this retail price of $300. I don't know about these, man. I feel like they're gonna have a tough time moving units right now, especially how the economy is going and everything like that. So maybe this will be a very limited collectible release or something like that. But $300 is insane. But be on the lookout for these dropping August 28th. So we got a lot of interesting things happening, in the Jordan brand world. It's going to be interesting to see if they do actually decrease some of the supply, and it'll be interesting to see if we see these retro releases continue to sit, as well as the resale price for these Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined, because I feel like it's a very pivotal moment for the sneaker game. I can see a lot of resellers jumping out the game if these, happen to brick or don't have like a lot of resale value or anything like that. But, for me, I'm all for the people, so I'm hoping that these joints don't have a high resale value. So we're gonna wrap things up right here. Salute to everybody for tuning in on this little Jordan brand update. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday, and stay tuned, because I'll be checking in with you guys later on for another JA News update. So salute, guys. Make sure y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Love.